Hold on, I thought I clicked on a video about Keyshawn Davis. Why does look like the motherfucking president? Yes, sir. I ain't no candidate. I'm the motherfucking biggest. Uh-huh. Coach True, you know you my role model. Uh-huh. I'm always am. Coach True, you know you be the greatest president of all time with your handsome self. Thank you. Don't flatter me. It's Coach Cooper. Yes, sir. Y'all already know who it is, man. I was gone for a while. We back in style, okay? It's your favorite backseat demon's favorite sports journalist. I'm talking about Brittany getting busy in the back of the parking lot. True View Sports News very own. Now, I already know what's going on. You saw that title, you saw that thumbnail, you got intrigued, no worries. I'm gonna give it to you. Keyshawn Davis ducks De Los Santos via burgers. This was supposed to be a lightweight showdown, a star in the making. He's supposed to get the keys to the city. Every joint he walks up into, they drop down, they bend the knee, they be like, okay, he the GOAT. Instead, it was the worst weekend that an athlete has had. It was so underwhelming. It was remarkably booty. I can't believe that this is what we got from all the marketing that went into this. The DB3 diabolical debacle is what we got of this pay-per-view. And De Los Santos did the right thing, but luckily we had the next face of 135 revealed to the masses. He came out, saved the day with the main event of Abdullah Mason. I'm gonna talk about all that. A lot of these journalists been having some backward ass opinions on it. I'm gonna give you the true review, okay? The truest. Before I yap away this whole goddamn introduction, y'all know the order of things on this channel. If you don't, I'm finna teach you. You fire up that like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna fire up this good old gas LaRue, okay? We got some Zod in the building. Ooh, looking like I'm ready to take somebody out real quick. Yeah, that was tasting better than the Caniac combo right there, okay? But y'all ain't gonna talk about food. Back to business, man. We got the greatest live shows on God's green earth. I'm gonna go ahead and talk. Damn, that's all. Blood trying to choke me out. We have Davis versus De Los Santos pay-per-view, okay? First, I want to talk about Troy Isley. He won the unanimous decision versus Williams. Now, he showcased what I was expecting him to showcase. Quick hands, very athletic. Didn't get the finish. There was some chances for him to land a shot up in there, but overall, boxing masterclass. I liked it. It was a good little sprawl for him. I have a good matchup for him, so go ahead, strap in for the rest of this video, and I'm going to do my thing when it comes to matchmaking. Next up, we have Tiger Johnson. He beats whatever the hell this is, Jalen Brunson. He has a via unanimous decision over him. Now, his hand speed is out of this world. In his next fights, if he's going up against anybody that doesn't have a strong high guard, they might get put down like an old animal. He's going crazy, Tiger. Jalenson really didn't have no answer for him. The big thing that I the big thing that I noticed was this motherfucker looked like he didn't listen. I'm not sure if he might pop out with a new coach, new training camp, but it was looking like his coach was about to pop a blood vessel trying to tell this man to do what he was supposed to do, and it wasn't going that way. So, yeah, overall, he got the W. He did what he was supposed to do. I have a matchup for him as well moving forward. Next up on the card, we have Mr. Albright. Now, this was a fight that was very controversial, and let me talk about it, because I know that's what y'all clicked on this video to talk about. Y'all wanted to talk about them DB3 boys, okay? I know I had a little droplet. Hydrate me real quick before I go into my speech. Now, let's talk about it. Keyshawn Davis, you had a documentary that did some numbers. You have a fight back in your city. You were supposed to go crazy. You had the mayor backing you. All the tickets, sold out arena. It was going crazy. The press conference, they had you asking the questions. They was really cooking it up. You pushed De Los Santos, you punked him. Your brothers was cooking Albright. Y'all was portraying him to be an R&B boy. Chris Breezy. Y'all was acting like this man had no fights on his resume, like he wasn't on a crazy knockout streak. Y'all was acting like this R&B singer only beat up Rihanna. No, this man has been in there with the best of them. He had a great fight with Keyshawn that turned into a no contest. He's that guy. He's really in there slugging him. And y'all was treating him like he ain't that. Kelvin Davis was in there looking down on him. And he got busted up. It was a great scrapping. Kelvin Davis showed that he can hang in there. He's durable. He has some punches that when he gets hit, he can't go back in there and fight. So his fights are interesting. You want to see him in there again. Even though he lost, he still had, you know, if we're looking at it overall, he still came game. He didn't just go in there and get bitched. He was in there fighting. Namir Albright, he got the fight of the night. I want to give him the award. But to go back on track with the Davis brothers, the DB3 brothers, this weekend was for y'all. You were supposed to win this fight, and then you were supposed to fight anyone you wanted. Maybe you get Tank. Maybe you get Shakur. I don't know. You fight whoever you want to fight. Instead, you don't even have a fight. You come in overweight. You come in at a whopping 249.3.9. Who gives a fuck? You are a professional athlete. Being realistic, I think he came out like 4.9 or 4.3. Being at his level, he's such a high-level athlete. He's not like the regular schmegular. He's not like you and I. He's not just waking up and like, damn, I gained 8 pounds over the weekend. It's not like that. He knew. That means that all that press conference, you talking your shit, you know you was finna come overweight, tip the scale over. Come in at a light heavyweight, cruiserweight. And while you're doing that, you over here planning fights with a 135er. You over here trying to pull his card while you ain't even got your shit together. And that's like I always say, the loudest in the room is usually the most wrong. He knew he was wrong, and he was still over here trying to give it to somebody else. I think that's crazy to me. That's crazy work, okay? And then we're not even talking about the worst of it, the cherry on the fucking top of the shit cake. You jumping someone. Now, that is one of the weakest things you can do. There's a journalist out there, Showbiz the Adult, great journalist, has great takes, very educated. He does a lot of things for the sport. I was highly discombobulated and confused with the take that he chose to take on his recent live on the topic. He's over here talking about we made him a star because we mentioned him more. He's gonna fight again, and yes, that is correct. Yes, he was already a star, but his stock is in hell. And not only is it in hell, it's opening up an oil rig company. It's digging even deeper in hell. His stock is out of there, cooked in shambles. Okay, it's in the ICU. It's in Pack-Up Paradise. That's where his stock is at. And you're over here talking like he's just LeBron James. Everyone needs to talk about Keyshawn Davis right now. We do not need to see him in no championship bout right in there with the big dogs. He needs to fight a tough fight, and I got to fight for him. But my main message is we need to stop seeing this shit and making reasoning for it is really what I wanted to say. I was surprised that his take was, hey, when you see your brothers in a situation like that and you got a lot going on, you can boil over and it's a flash of anger, it happens. No, it does not happen at 25 plus years of age and you got kids. No, it does not fucking happen. It should not happen. There's no reason for it to happen. They were promoting it as the big three brothers are going to be the first stars to get all belts. They're not the first brothers in boxing. There's a lot of cultures in combat sports where they're able to watch their brothers in battle and give respect to the person that was fighting them. At the end of the day, they're not their enemy. You're just an opponent, okay? There's no reason. And he's talking about when something happens with your brothers, you gotta slide. You just gotta slide from the projects. Nigga, you're not the only black nigga. I got siblings. It's called having common sense. It's called having public decency. This is a professional setting. You're calling yourself the businessman. This is terrible business. Bankrupt style business. We don't want to see no Norfolk card again. We don't want to be hearing about no all three of y'all showing out. Y'all need to be fighting at different times on different events and then performing, and then maybe we could talk about it down the line. But that's not how we address it right now. We need to nip it out the bud. Trying to be like making reasoning for it is how you make it happen again. and then be like how we can get into a big fight right after is how you make it seem acceptable. Yeah, a lot of shit's happened in boxing, but that's just some lame shit. You're over here scrapping as grown men against someone who put the beats on your oldest brother, and then you got your baby rolling down the stroller. You got to go and secure him. It's looking crazy. What's going on? It's looking like a shit show. This is not something that we need to be talking about. And then I'm watching his live, and I'm over here. He's sitting here just talking about, yeah, I wasn't going to say nothing about it because y'all did everything I need to do. He's a star now. Yeah, he was just going to slide for his brother. Y'all don't understand it. The Charlo twin. How many brothers, how many people have y'all seen where y'all are able to go to a scrap and you respect it? That's what boxing is about. This is the complete opposite. Let's not make this look like this is normal. Okay, so I just wanted to acknowledge that. This is some knuckleheadedry. I don't want to hear anybody acting like this is normal and it's okay and shit happens. Norfolk cards, over with. Over 3,000, 2,000 people asking for a fucking refund. Quit playing with people's money. It's about the money at the end of the day, and you playing with people's money. You came in overweight. You came in looking like Norbit. Now, I'm obviously playing. I think he can compete at 135 and 140 if we're being real. But you came in overweight. It's not like they wanted 80% of your card. They only wanted fucking 40% of your purse. So you still would have been making over 500 bands. You're not broke. I don't know. I'm not finna pocket watch, but you would have been okay. You would have still shined. You would have got the win with the advantage. De Los Santos still wanted to get busy. All good. You want to just be like, okay, 20% is good. Like what, bro? Just put on for your city. Then you in the stands, popping popcorn in your mouth, acting like you just having a blast. It's summertime. What's going on? If that was me, you would have been clocked in the head with some shit. I would have hit you with something, a Michelob. I would have been banned from the arena because I wouldn't have been coming back in the first place. Press charges. You ain't gonna get much. All right, what y'all finna take my pillow? You sue me, okay? You would have got your justice, okay? And you're getting it right now. Karma does not play. You had to see your brother get beat up. Then your other brother, he had the best moment of the night. He had a great body shot KO. I'm not finna talk about that, and I'm talking about it, but you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to make a point. He had his best moment and no one's talking about it. They're talking about he jumped somebody. And Terrence Crawford apologized and taking a picture with this R&B singer. Chris Brown just made y'all look like some clowns in y'all city. It's not looking good. So I got a plan for him moving forward. Let me get back to business. Mason Abdullah versus Nakathila. I'm giving him performance of the night. This man is looking crazy. I'm going to also talk about him as well. So let's go back to Davis. Overall, this card, I give it a 6 out of 10. It really could have been an 8 out of 10 type of card if Abdullah was a co-main and Keyshawn performed. It would have been crazy, but taking everything into consideration, 6 out of 10. Now let's talk about the true review of Bad Business. 13-0, 9 KOs, 26 years old, going on 27. WBO lightweight champ, ex-champ. As a matter of fact, you got stripped on the scales, then you ain't even performed. So it's not looking good. Let's not put him right back in belt contention. I want to see him against the next fight to be announced. I gave him some options if he wants to fight at 140 and move up. But before I talk about that, let's address his skills. Let's be honest. He got that dog in him. Sharp footwork, strong body work, the polished combinations. There's a reason we're doing an event like this. You have the community showing up for you and you don't show out. That you hate to see it. But let me be 100% honest. I've been there too. The only reason I feel this type of way is because, obviously I think he's issued an apology out. That's good. But celebrating, taunting, and people making excuses for it, that's not good. You need to get rid of that instantly. Deport it. Other than that, your career isn't over. He's gonna fight again. He's obviously not a bad person. He didn't do nothing crazy. Nothing that he should hang his head forever. I've done worse. We've all fumbled a big opportunity, but that's what it is. It was a lash of anger maybe. You lost a business opportunity. Your family's going through a hard time. I get it, but let's not talk about that right now. You was acting like a knucklehead. We need to do better. His best wins, he had Yigit on there. He put the beats on Pedraza. Lemos, technical difficulties, bro. My camera fucking shit the fucking bed. Back to business, man. We were talking about Lemos. He took the hit for you as well when the scales wasn't going his way. The fight still continued. You would think you fight in your hometown and all these people popping out for you, paying his money to ultimately see the DB3 brothers. You would think you would still make the fight happen. Guess not. You got the belt against Denise. People were saying that was the worst champion you can get the belt off of. He was really just kind of random. But at the end of the day, I know he's a professional level fighter, and you still got to show up to perform, and that's what he did, and he got the finish. So this kid is crazy. He's cooking. He's definitely multiple weight division prospect champion. He can do that for real. He can get even more belts than you see in this picture above. But as of right now, the stock ain't looking too pretty for Bad Business Davis. His next fight to be announced, I do think maybe he takes a timeout. Maybe you come back and fight towards the end of the year, maybe more the middle of the year, maybe like a October, November date, like the back end. I would say November would be perfect. You come back November, December. See what happens in the division around that time. That would be perfect. As of right now, if he waits that long, then maybe you throw him into a big bout like an Andy Cruz would be perfect. I'm doing a video on him. Go ahead and watch that as well. I adapt my take on that. But Sandor Martin or Duarte, if he's fighting at 140 and you moving up, I don't think he has to actually move up to 140. I think it was maybe just not the best camp, kind of like Eddie Hearns was hinting at. Maybe the camp wasn't perfect. He was having a lot going on, a big event popping up, things happen. I think he can still compete at 135. But if he's at 140, okay then, let's see you push towards the belt. You get in there with Sandor Martin, who likes to scrap it up, who's looking to get a W. And then, if not him, a Duarte. He's been in there with Ryan Garcia. He's a hard hitter. He might not be known, but he always puts on a fight on the front foot. You're going to have to show up for that bout. Maybe you fight him at 140. That's if you want to go there. Overall review, I'm giving him a 7.4 out of 10. I know that seems pretty low because I understand the talent of Keyshawn Davis, but I put my reasonings below of why I had to deduct him and put the asterisk. Just because the stock is all the way in bikini bottom, I can't have you at what I think you could really be. Especially if you would have beat De Los Santos, you would have been even higher. But let's talk about what's next for boxing. Okay, enough of the DB3 review. I want to see Isley versus Mosley Jr. I was watching this and looking at the rankings. They still got him ranked. They got him active. He had a great win in 2024 that showed his game. He's not just, I'm famous because of my son. He's really in the mix. Mosley Jr., I want to see him in there with Isley. Two big talents. I want to see if they perform against each other. It would be nice. Albright versus Tago. Tago was in there again with Ryan Garcia. That's his only loss. He had a great finish recently. Looks like he's improving his game a little bit, making some tweaks in there. I want to see Albright versus him. Maybe Albright versus Davis if Davis comes back. Y'all run that back since it was a no contest and give Albright his flowers for putting on the fight of the night on a card that was very underwhelming. If not that, Tago in the rankings would be good for him. I see Abdullah abolishing Sam Noax. This looks like a fight that's in the works. All the other fights in the division are kind of taken up right now and busy. Mason Abdullah still needs experience. I'm not sure why I say his name backwards, but they did mention him versus Sam Noax on the other side of the pond. He's an undefeated prospect. He's game. I like his heart that he shows in his fights. He's undefeated for a reason. He's not just fighting Chipotle guys, Chipotle workers. He's fighting actual fights. I like his work and his style. That would be a great step up in competition for the young Mason Abdullah. The three brothers who showed out and acted right and accordingly, that should be who we should put the spotlight on. The Mason brothers. All three of them, they performed. They was looking well-behaved, well-raised. They was looking like some very great, outstanding young men that maybe we need to do a card in their area. He performed in their area, and they're almost claiming him like he's their people. Let's do something in his hometown next for Mason Abdullah, or put him on a huge card like a Canelo versus Terrence Crawford. He deserves the flowers after what he just performed and did. And just a couple days before, people was acting like, oh, this kid might be too weak. He just let Keyshawn talk all over him like that. Who gives a fuck? This man Mason is a class act of a boxer, and he's getting better. Let me not talk too much about him because I'm about to talk about him, but y'all see my last point. We putting DB3 on the back burner. Davis, you fight somebody ranked a little bit lower. Let's see if you get a finish. Keon Davis, you do what you need to do. You need to move up. Keyshawn Davis, you fight a dog person and you have a dog performance. You ain't even got to win or lose. I mean, shit happens. I'm not even here trying to say, let's cancel Keyshawn. I'm just saying, some of y'all are acting like this is a little bit too normal and it's okay. There got to be repercussions from this. It can't just be a, oh, I'm sorry, apology. You was really showing your ass on a day where you should have been performing like the Mason brothers, the saviors of the pay-per-view, okay? So that's my take on that. And to speak about the face of the Mason brothers, the true review of Abdullah Murder Mason, 19-0, 17 KOs. His best skills is the hand speed. I noticed that instantly. As soon as I turned on the fight, I said, oh shit, this kid got faster. And he's around that age where you will see the leaps that he's making. He has a great camp. He's trained well. As you can see, he showed up prepared. Good business. The accuracy was stupendous. As you can see, he punched the man's eyeball into an Italian meatball sub. He had some on one side of his face. It was looking nasty. The power is there. He has a strong guard. I like the way he blocks, swims without getting wet. He rolls with the punches well and always fires something back after something goes. He parries nice. And power. He hasn't gotten his grown man strength. You could tell he's 21 years old for real. He's a young 21 years old. He's only going to get older and progress as his career goes. His best wins as of now, Nakatila or Neelis. He had a good fight in there behind the Johan fight with Johan Vasquez. He got knocked down, and it's nice that that happened at a young age. You got to see that he has that dog in him and that he's going to make a fight and that he's entertaining. He's all of what you want in boxing. And he beat up on LeBron, not the one that went out sad in LA. Okay, he beat up a boxer, LeBron. His next fight to be announced, like I said, I think Sam Noakes is a good route for him to go, get some experience, and then maybe Keyshawn Davis or one of the top guys. He's definitely that dude. He's on that level. And he's active. He could be a great champion for boxing. I'm excited to see the future. 7.5 out of 10 already at 21. That's crazy. I expect to see this man at like a 9 or fucking maybe close to a 10 when he retires. He's on a fast track, so I'm excited to see Abdullah Murder Mason this deep into his bag at only 21 years old. I'm also excited to see y'all at the end of this video. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm sorry this video went too long. I had some technical difficulties. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe so I can replace this weak ass camera. All right, and quick message to the DB3 brothers, you can always bounce back. That's a beautiful thing about life. Nothing is forever. Right now, y'all are in the fucking gutter. Y'all are out of there. Y'all cook chop. But who knows, we can revisit this topic in Q4 of 2025. Hopefully around that time we're at 1,000 subs, all right? So y'all go ahead, tap in. We got more content. I got a football video coming soon. I love y'all. Most importantly, stay true. I'm out of here.